back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Cassie Compton. And before we start, I want to apologize for not posting last week, but it was really impossible for me. I was sick early that week and I had to study because I had some exams. But now that's all done, so I can focus now on YouTube. And last week I posted a story on my Instagram and I let you guys choose which case you wanted to see this week. You chose Cassie Compton case, so that's the case I'm going to talk about. And if you prefer the other case, don't worry, I'm still gonna do a video about that, and I'm trying to post that video next week. And if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. I post videos every Saturday, and if you have a suggestion for a video, you can reach out to me through the comments or through my Instagram and my Twitter. My social media will be linked down below. I also have a TikTok account if you want to check it out. The link is also down below. And without further ado, let's just start this video. So Cassie K. Compton was born on December 4th of 1998 in Arkansas, and she was last seen on September 14 of 2014, sometime between 6:52 p.m. and 7 p.m. She has been described as 5'3" and about 100 lives. She has blue eyes and blonde hair. She also has a scar on her left cheek, beginning at the cheek line near her nose. She has a dark birthmark of a sideways heart on her upper left arm, and it's also speculated that she was wearing a blue spaghetti strap top, blue and white plaid shorts, and blue and gray kawaii boots. No friend or family member has come forward publicly with her last known clothing. But before I start to explain how she went missing, I'm gonna do a little background on her family. So her mother is Judy Compton, and she's a disabled woman, but the cause is unknown, and she was convicted as a sex offender. Cassie's mom and dad are divorced. He's named Roy Compton, and he lives in Oklahoma. And he wasn't convicted as a sex offender, but he's registered as a sex offender. And then we have Brandon Roach, who is Judy's fiance. They got engaged in 2012, and he doesn't have a job. He doesn't have even a driver's license, but Judy knows that when she's asleep, sometimes he will take her car and she has no idea where, and he is also known to ride his bike everywhere. Now let's talk about Cassie and the day she went missing. Cassie was homeschooled and she was working to obtain her GED. On September 12th of 2004, Cassie went to the Friday night football game. On the next day, September 13th, she was picked up at around 1:30 and she went to spend the night at her friend's house, Hunter. And Hunter said she was there a lot because of the problems that she had inside her house. And on that day, she went to the demolition derby in DeWitt with her friend's family. And as I said, she ended up spending the night at her friend's house. And during Sunday, Tracy, Hunter's mom, noticed that Cassie was unusually quiet. And at around 6 p.m. on that day, Cassie texted her mom that she will be home in a bit. So she was driving home by Hunter and a family member. And Tracy said that they left her house at around 6 p.m. So, which means that she texted her mom that she was going to be in a home in a bit, and maybe a couple minutes later she left Hunter's house. And as I said, Tracy noticed that she was very quiet, and apparently she was also very quiet during the whole weekend and the whole drive home. Hunter says he dropped Cassie off sometime between 6:20 p.m. and 6:25 p.m. When they arrived to her house, Hunter said that he saw Brandon standing out front, and Brandon saw Cassie walked up the pathway, but he did not speak to her. And her mom, Judy, also confirmed that she came home at around 6 p.m. Judy had been sick and she was sleeping in Cassie's bedroom, and she remembers when she got home, she said, "Hi baby girl," but Cassie did not respond to her or enter the room. But later she says that she changed her clothes, but she did not see her. And that's why no one knows what she was wearing when she went missing. Judy said that she was sleeping when she heard Cassie leave the house. And then Hunter arrived back home at around 6:45 p.m. And Hunter's mother, Tracy, said that Cassie texted Hunter saying that she was going out to buy some cigarettes at around 7 p.m. Judy and Brandon said that Cassie would often grab her phone and go for a walk down the street. But there's someone that claims that Judy said that Cassie had already run away twice for 3 or 4 days since Brandon had come into their lives, which makes me believe that she didn't like her mother's fiance. And at around 9 p.m., Brandon calls Tracy to know if Cassie was still there or if they knew where she was. And remember, when Hunter dropped her off, Brandon was standing out front. He saw her. So why would he ask if she was still there, if he had seen her come home? And Tracy said that Brandon called her that night 3 times. On the next morning, Judy found that Casey was not on her bedroom, and then she proceeded to text her, but after no quick response, she sends another text, and then she starts calling her, and her call goes straight to the voicemail. Then she called Cassie's friends to know if any of them knew where she was, and none of them knew. And that's when Judy started to worry and she called the police. But now, Judy says that she was the one who first reported Casey missing, but Tracy says that she did it. But then we have Brandon, and he says that on the night before, on Sunday, he went to the police station to report Casey missing, but they told him that he had to wait 72 hours. But there's no confirmation or record of his claim. Assistant Chief Stephen Bobo of the police department said that Casey was at first considered a runaway until they had leads that contradicted that. So Brandon and Judy were interviewed and they had their phones seized as part of the investigation. On October 4th, a search led by the local police and the FBI started around a local airport and searched between Casco and Almira, but nothing was recovered. It said that this location was searched due to phone pings, and officials thought that this was a recovery mission, but they had no success. And on that same day, someone reported to the law enforcement that evidence was found at the Biometro Bridge, about 15 miles from Casco. And it was determined that the objects were purposely placed near the creek of the bridge in the night before. And the objects include a half-drunk Gatorade bottle, 2 men's shirts, men's toiletries including shave cream, 2 folded drapes, a girl's hugs and kisses sweater, a teddy bear, and 2 newish carrying bags. And a few days after, on October 11, Judy says that she and Brandon are no longer together, but she didn't say why. And 8 days later, on October 19, Brandon is arrested for trespassing and squatting in an abandoned house, and he was held in Arkansas County Jail for 100 days. Then between October 12 and October 14, class kids searched the creek dump with dogs. And on October 18, a search started 1 block away from Cassie's home, and they visited many other locations in that area. This search was conducted on the idea that maybe her remains were transported by walking or bicycle and might possibly have been not in whole. And at this point of the investigation, Judy and Brandon are considered suspects. And other areas were searched, areas that Brandon was known to ride his bike. And a separate group searched the town cemetery because apparently someone saw Brandon walking around there and they thought that was weird. And that person also said that Brandon asked them if they knew how much the traffic goes in that area. So why would he wanted to know that? So police also searched Judy's car. They took some things from Casey's bedroom. And then Judy offers a cash reward to find Cassie, but she and Brandon are still considered suspects of her disappearance. And it was created a Facebook page to spread awareness about this case and to get the word out there. And apparently on November 9, Cassie liked the Facebook page, but then it was discovered that more than one person had access to her account since she went missing. In November 6, there was a teen boy who falsely reported himself as being Casey. Brandon was never arrested for Cassie's disappearance, but in 2015 he was arrested for 2 years. And to these days he says that he has nothing to do with her disappearance. But now, early this year, people came across a TikTok video and people started to speculate that she was Cassie. And police were able to identify this woman and she's not Cassie. And she also posted a video on her Instagram explaining that she was not Cassie. She wasn't being kidnapped. Those 2 men were her friends and the dark circles under her eyes was because she was robbed. So there was nothing for people to worry about. But still there were some people that said that she was acting a little bit scared in that video, and there's still some people that don't believe that she's okay. But the truth is that Cassie Compton is still missing. And I'm gonna put the information on the screen, and I'll leave the link to the Facebook page in the description where you can follow this case and see the updates. And if you have any information, just contact the numbers are on the screen. So that's all for this video. As usual, leave in the comments your thoughts about this case. Do you think that Brandon and her mom Judy have anything to do with this, or do you think she ran away? Tell me everything in the comments. And also, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Saturday. And if you want to suggest a video, you can reach out to me through the comments or through my social media. My Instagram and my Twitter will be linked down below. And I also have a TikTok account for true crime. I'm thinking of doing some like conspiracy theories there too. So let me know if you guys want to see that on TikTok. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.